gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Atlanta police are investigating several car break-ins at hotels in and around Midtown.
That's right. Surveillance video from one of the locations. It captured thieves in the act over the weekend. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is at the live desk tonight with more. Joy?
And I just moved from my apartment in Midtown, so thank God I had to get up out of there. As you guys know, my car was broken into as well. The whole vehicle was not stolen, but the car was broken into, and it caused me great distress, close to $200, and a whole day that I could have dedicated here making videos for you guys, and I was spending getting, that window, that broken window taken care of. So shout out to Safe Light. Okay, they did a really good job on replacing the window. I ended up selling the car, but it's very dangerous. And just imagine if I was actually there when it happened. You know, these super gremlins, they will delete you over something petty.
Yeah, Russ, Christine, the manager at one of the hotels targeted, shared that video with us, hoping someone might recognize the young faces that appeared in it. He tells me it's a frustrating situation that leaves new guests and visitors to Metro Atlanta feeling less than welcome.
Why here?
That's the first question David Ragland, who manages a hotel in Midtown, says came to mind as he watched this video of thieves breaking into the cars in the parking lot late Sunday night.
And you see, guys, when you watch it, they're definitely sagging their pants. It looks like he might have a strap in this pocket right here. I'm surprised they don't have Pooh Shiesty mask on, but these are young guys, okay? Especially this one right here. Oh, what is this guy, like 4 or 5? And this is a child.
To mind as he watched this video of thieves breaking into the cars in the parking lot late Sunday night.
A guest came and told us that there was his car had been broken into, and after we looked back on the video security camera that we have, we saw that there were 4 young teenagers sort of roaming around.
Atlanta police say it was one of 4 area hotels where break-ins were reported in the span of 48 hours.
And the thing is, when they say, oh, 4 young teenagers, they're really minimizing what these super gremlins are capable of. These aren't, I know they're young, but they're not teenagers. They're super teen gremlins on demon time. You know, back in the day, we would call these guys juvenile delinquents. What happened to the terminology that was adequate in identifying people who had bad character, right? Who couldn't stay out of trouble, who were wrongdoers? What happened to, being able to say, hey, this guy is a juvenile delinquent, okay? This guy is a truant. He is an individual who can't seem to abide by any type of rules, governing bodies or legislation. And, he has bad character. We need to get back to calling these super gremlins. If you're not going to call them super gremlins, which I get a whole bunch of backlash and pushback on saying super gremlins, which I didn't even coin the term. Like I said, Kodak Black coined the term. If you can look it up for yourself, listen to the song, and then be like, oh, well, maybe that guy didn't make it up. And maybe it was a guy that I liked that actually made up the terminology, right? But if we could get back to calling these individuals juvenile delinquents, I think that would help as well to properly identify what these individuals are, what they're capable of, and how dangerous these super gremlins on demon time are.
Surveillance video shows the young men without face coverings walking through the garage after Ragland says they forced their way inside.
We have security, we have the gates locked, the gates secure. They pulled the bars apart. They broke the window, went in, and and left.
The thieves didn't take anything. Ragland, who asked us not to show his face, believes they were likely looking for firearms. Despite Atlanta police reporting a decrease in homicides last year, car break-ins remain a driving force behind the city's crime rate. Many of those crimes committed by thieves looking for guns.
And you hear about it throughout Midtown and throughout the city of Atlanta a lot.
Ragland tells Fox 5, in spite of the steady growth Metro Atlanta's hotel industry has seen in the last year, car break-ins are a problem he and other hotel managers fear could hurt business if it happens too frequently.
Again, even if you have one incident, people will look at it and think, oh, that hotel's unsafe.
His hope is that the
Yeah, and that's true, because when I had my vehicle broken into, I looked at that whole apartment complex as unsafe. So, I mean, he's right. And this is how these super gremlins can directly affect business of large institutions, okay? In large corporations and companies. It's really a bad thing, and that's why we have companies moving out of, our neighborhoods. That's why we have restaurants, reacting to the crime and inevitably creating food deserts.
thieves will be caught. On their end, they're doing what they can to ensure the safety of guests and their belongings. And last year, Atlanta police reported around 1,200 stolen firearms. So if you have any information about the young men you saw in that video, give Atlanta police detectives a call. At the live desk, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Yesterday, Atlanta police say a piece of construction equipment was lit on fire and Stop Cop City protesters took responsibility. Now today, that has the police department fighting back. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert is live at Atlanta Police Headquarters with details. Tyler.
Yeah, Christine, good afternoon to you. Atlanta police doubling down in its efforts to track down those trying to commit different crimes against the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center complex that opponents call Cop City. They're now turning to billboards here in Atlanta and across the country that they hope will help with that.
We have the checkbook ready to go, sir.
Atlanta's top cop is done messing around as violence related to the city's public safety training center continues.
Law enforcement is not going to arrest until we have everyone in jail.
Let's go. You see these dissenters protesting Cop City, and these officers are attempting to make our city safer by having a headquarters that people can go to and people can reference and people can send, mail or requests. We need that. We need more of a police presence in the city of Atlanta, but you have these Antifa out-of-towners and some in-towners at this point who are trying to attack Cop City when they're doing their jobs.
Weeks after APD announced a massive reward of up to $200,000 to arrest those responsible, some Stop Cop City protesters aren't stopping. APD says members of the group set a piece of construction equipment on fire Tuesday in DeKalb County. It's not the only recent case. Chief Darren Shearbaum says a man was arrested in South Carolina for vandalizing construction equipment there.
Soon, the individuals that have been in the dark of night impacting every one of our neighborhoods will be held responsible as we bring these individuals to justice.
The city of Atlanta says there have been more than 80 criminal acts and over 170 arrests related to the training center across 23 states. APD is now putting up billboards in Atlanta and other cities like Seattle, Nashville, and New York to help make more arrests.
You will be found, you will be identified, and you will be held accountable.
Stop Cop City protesters say they've been trying to stop the project for a while, but their voice isn't being heard. Kamal Franklin is an activist and says APD wants to criminalize protest. He says while he has not taken part in the vandalism, he could see it continuing.
I mean, he might not be taking part in the vandalism, but I guarantee he's egging it on and instigating for sure.
My expectation is that people may continue to engage in this action, in these types of actions, which are, again, are sort of a demonstrative model of what people are forced to do.
Atlanta continues to stress the importance of the training center, not just for police, but all first responders. That's why officials say it's important for it to be built and arrest those committing crimes to stop it.
These individuals are trafficking in fear, and that is what they're trying to do.
The city says the issues caused by protesters have raised the cost of the training center by about $20 million. Meantime, construction is underway and it's expected to be completed in December. We're live downtown this afternoon. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
All right, Tyler, thank you so much.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
So we've learned that an employee at the airport at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport has now been fired following a fight. This is according to police. So here's what we've learned now. This woman was working at a coffee shop, allegedly got into some sort of heated argument over espresso shots. This is at Harvest and Grounds by Gate D9. This is according to the incident report.
So by now you guys may have seen this video. It's going viral, but if you haven't, I will brush you up on it. I'm also going to show the video, but essentially you have a airport employee who works at a coffee shop in the airport in Hartsfield-Jackson, and she essentially was upset over, like the woman said, an espresso shot, and spazzes out. She ends up getting fired, and then she acts a darn fool up in that airport. Honestly, should have got charged with terroristic threats or something way more serious, but as you guys see, these women in general, but specifically these sisters, are definitely getting a pat or slap on the wrist when it comes to them committing violent crimes. And I think it's wrong because I think that it enables other women to do these things, and it has emboldened a lot of other women, specifically black women in this scenario, to do these things. And then when these videos come out, the reaction online and on social media and by the dominant society is she's a victim. So we really need to institute consequences in order to remove that victimhood air over these women and say, hey, she did something extremely wrong. She did something that was not good, that was not just, that was not right. We need to hold her accountable. And until we really do that for not only her, but all these other people out here acting a fool, then we won't see much change.
At least 2 store managers had to jump in and hold this woman back from attacking another woman, according to the incident report. She reportedly picked up a chair to throw it at one point. One of the managers snatched it out of her hands. Again, this is all according to the police incident report. And so this employee has now been fired. Right now, we're working to find information on whether there are going to be any charges arising out of this.
And there should be.
Who this woman is as well, but that's the latest there. In case you may have seen some of the video that's gone viral. We're working to confirm that before we share that with you, but just want to let you know that we are following this story of a woman accused of getting into a fight at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport and then getting fired after that. We're going to keep following.
All right, guys, so here is the full video, the full context. It's actually quite alarming because this woman acts like a complete insane person. Okay?
No, you can walk away and I'll get your fucking stuff.
Get my stuff!
Yes!
Get my stuff!
Hey, get out! Relax.
Bitch, get out my...
So as you guys can see, she's trying to get back there and act like she got some belongings back there. And here's the thing, when you get fired, the company, they either send you packing with your stuff or they mail it. So she doesn't have to worry about belongings that she had. And I guarantee she's probably just lying in order to get, she wants an excuse to fight the person who's firing her. So you see the brother tries to stop her, and she literally swings on him, slaps him. Damn.
Call the police. Call the police.
See, she jumped him. Oh.
Somebody's on the phone with the police, right? Somebody's on the phone with the police, right?
Man, look, honestly, you might just want to sleep her, lay her on the ground nice and slow. You know, somebody hit her with the KO punch, lay her on the ground nice and slow, and wait for the police to come. Because this woman is absolutely out of her mind, and restraining her for that amount of time is going to be extremely difficult. But he asked for somebody to call the police, call the police, call the police. And it looks like everybody's just filming.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with the police.
Ooh. Well, it looks like she did have some stuff back there. So, I mean, I get she wants to get her stuff, but this is completely embarrassing. This is how a lot, if not, dare I say, most sisters are acting nowadays, especially anybody under 30 in the community. This is how these sisters be moving. And then people were saying, oh, he shouldn't have thrown her like that. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. Yeah, right. She is wild, you know, beyond reproach, unable to calm. And you see how she jumps over. Look how she jumps over this desk. Boom. Jumps over the desk. Tries to damage more store property. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. And this is what we've come to accept in the community from our women. The masculinity, the attitude, the sheer violence. And unfortunately, they want us to cuff this. These super sister gremlins are demon time.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.